Welcome back to Pittsburgh Steelers franchise. As the Steelers come into this one, taking on the 2-3 Seattle Seahawks. Before we begin this one, I'm going to remind you to be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to hit subscribe for more Steelers franchise, more amazing franchise gameplay of probably a lot of potential interceptions. We get in this one right here. Ben Roethlisberger, a rough season so far. 8 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. That is a lot of interceptions. That's a lot of turnovers. And Ben Roethlisberger, he went back to the kitchen and he was baking up some more turnovers right there. Quandre Diggs picks this one off into the end zone. Pick 6. Ben Roethlisberger turns it over again. He is now 8 touchdowns to 10 interceptions on the season. So now Roethlisberger comes back again. Looks here. That's going to be picked off. And now Bobby Wagner going to take this one back. He's going to house it. So the Seattle Seahawks, they had one drive to go 3 and out. And in the first quarter, they go 3 and out and somehow end up with a 14-point lead because Ben Roethlisberger throws interceptions. Take a look here at the replay here. Chase Claypool. Boy, this one, it's not exactly on Roethlisberger. Claypool ran the route here. I believe this is supposed to be a sort of a drag, and then he just sort of sits down on it right there once he gets past the hash. And Bobby Wagner takes this one all the way back for 6. But either way, that's going to spell the end of Ben Roethlisberger's day. In would come Dwayne Haskins Jr. again for relief. And he's going to find Deontay Johnson right there. So Haskins trying to settle things down a little bit. Haskins now steps back again. Notice how far he has to step back just because of the amount of pressure that this offensive line is, for quite frankly, allows. Now 2nd and 7. Haskins going to find Claypool right here. So Haskins starts the game 4 for 5. Really not stretching it out so far. Now 3rd and 10. And he just doesn't have the time. That's Carlos Dunlap for the sack. Just doesn't have the time to stand back, sort of scan the field, let guys go through their route progressions. So now 2nd and 12, and the Steelers defense, they're not playing bad here. It's just that the turnovers and the lack of, I think, sustained offensive momentum just really hurts them right there. There's a great play to force the Seahawks off the field. So now Seahawks here, Dixon coming here to punt this one away. And the punt coverage has been so bad for the Steelers that doesn't even bother to return that one. Instead, it ends up outside the 1, and offensive line just can't hold up. So Dwayne Haskins ends up getting sacked. That's 2 more points for the Seahawks. So 16 points in the first half. And the offense didn't get a single one of them right here for the Seahawks. Poona Ford coming in there for the sack. Just blew right through the offensive line. So now here are the Seahawks. Now is their offense. Are they going to get going here? Is Russell Wilson going to start heating up? And if he is, it's going to be really bad trouble for the Steelers. But there's Stephon Tuitt getting his 2nd sack of the day here on Russell Wilson. So now 3rd and 12. Russ steps back. And then he's going to find his tight end right there, I believe. And once again, another punt. So it's not like the Steelers defense here. They're doing their part. You know, they're doing what they're asked to. And here's Chase, or no, here is Juju. I believe, no, that's Deontay Johnson coming down with that one. And that is a big play right there. So now Haskins steps back again, going to find Ebron. So now Steelers going to come back after that. 2nd and goal. Haskins steps back. Now on the run, going to try to find Chase Claypool. He can't catch up to it. So I think they're just going to come back right here again. 3rd and goal, same sort of look. Haskins on the run. They kept the tight ends the block. And Chase Claypool comes down with the touchdown. And the Steelers get on the board here finally. And you really have to think here, it's mental. It's errors by the Steelers. It's why the Seahawks have the lead they have right now. I mean, if the offensive line plays better, this team, I really think, would really be in good position, but this offensive line for the Steelers is a nightmare. So now 3rd and 3. Russell Wilson, underneath route, just left completely open on 3rd and 3. That's Everett going to come up with the first down. So now 2nd and 10. Russell Wilson Going to throw here on the run. That is just amazing. And he's going to find his man right there. He's going to get down. Now 1st and 10 at the 17. And remember, no TJ Watt here as well. Here's DK Metcalf going to drag some guys down to the 2. And now it feels like the defense here at the end of this half is starting to wilt just a little bit. And there is a touchdown. I believe that's Tyler Lockett. He's going to come down with that one. And so now 3rd quarter, 23-7. Haskins just going to throw this one up. And that one's going to be caught. Juju Smith-Schuster going to come down with that one. So now 3rd and 5. Haskins looking, and that's just going to be incomplete right here. You know, you have to wonder if he would have made that, if he would have just maybe not had the drift so far back. Now they just throw one up here, going for that one, and no one able to come down with that one. 2 Steelers in the area. So that's tough right there. So now 2nd and 13. And I'm not sure what happened right here. DK Metcalf wide open, no one near him, no one in the backfield, no one back. Sort of make sure that doesn't happen. That is just too easy. Just gifting them points here at this point. So now Haskins going to go up here. That's going to be one to Juju, who has fought every single week so far. Has been a real bright spot for this offense. I feel like people, you know, sort of counting him out because of the TikToks. Once again, going back up. Chase Claypool comes down with it. No, he doesn't. Drops it. So now 2nd and 10. Gonna find Juju Smith-Schuster again. Touchdown. Juju. I don't want to say they're back in it, but they're gonna go for 2 here. That's a really nice throw right there. Finding him when he needed to. So now quick slant action right here to Juju Smith-Schuster, making it a 15-point game. So not out of it just yet, but then DK Metcalf doing things like that. But what about his 3-cone? Who cares? 3rd and 5. Going for a screenplay here, and Joe Schobert sniffs this one out. This defense has made plays when it's needed to. It just feels like they're being asked to just far too much. And here's a deep shot here. I think that was a poor decision. But when you're down like this, you sort of feel like you have to take these shot plays when just really you don't have to. Just run your offense. And I feel like when you're playing behind the 8 ball like this, you don't know if you're going to get the blocking when you need it. Things like that happen. There's DK Metcalf making another great play. So now 3rd and 3. Wilson again, going to find Everett out in the flats. Minkah Fitzpatrick just misses the tackle right there, allows him to get another 6 to 8 yards. So now 3rd and goal. Russell Wilson on the run, throws this one away. So that's a settle for a field goal. 33-15 now. Haskins, that's going to get picked off. Quandre Diggs. And Diggs just made a great play right there. I think that's, you can just chalk that one up to a guy just making a really good play on the football. You sort of look back at this one. I mean, that's an amazing break on the ball, I think. That's just a really good play. That is just a really good play by a really good player. I think that's all you can chalk that up to. So now 3rd and 6, Seahawks looking to close this one out. Tyler Lockett beating his man, leaving him in the dust. Tyler Lockett might be one of the most underrated wide receivers in the NFL, in my opinion. So now Dwayne Haskins, and there's Bobby Wagner again. And once again, I think that's just a really good play. That's just a really good defensive play. It doesn't feel like the Roethlisberger interceptions where they're just sort of like, where was that ball going? And so here's another play right here, and Chase Claypool comes down with this one. And it just feels like Dwayne Haskins, despite those interceptions, it feels like he can stretch this defense out, stretch defenses out just a little bit more than Roethlisberger can right now. The Steelers are gonna fall in this one, but there's a good chance Pittsburgh has a new starter moving forward after this Sunday night game. Another sort of just embarrassing effort here by the offense. 5 interceptions. And just not a very good game here for the Steelers offense. Ben Roethlisberger, 2 for 4, 11 yards, 2 interceptions. I think Mike Tomlin just had to make a move right there. Dwayne Haskins, 26 to 45, 321 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 he threw interceptions as well, but his interceptions sort of felt different than the Roethlisberger interceptions, if that makes any sort of sense. Chase Claypool, 4 receptions, 56 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Juju Smith-Schuster, 4 receptions, 121 yards, and 1 touchdown. As my voice sort of messes up right there. Russell Wilson, very good game for him. Phenomenal game for him, really MVP-like stuff as the Seahawks defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers 40-22. They improved to 3-3 on the year. Steelers now dropped to 3-3 on the year. So that game was, I don't know. Felt like every time we sort of made one step forward, we were sort of like 2 steps back. That's sort of the way it felt. That just start was just terrible. I felt like younger me would have just like restarted the game after throwing those interceptions, but I don't know. What can you do? It's Madden. It's going to happen. And I think it makes this franchise more interesting. This is better than me being 6-0 right now, I think. I think it's just more interesting for people to watch as we make some more upgrades here to our defense. Which our defense, once again, is playing well. I think my prediction about this team is sort of holding true. And so here is a really cool moment here. Assistant GM wants to talk to us, or wants to talk to Mike Tomlin. Where are we going to go? Haskins or Roethlisberger? And I just think it's time to sort of make that move off from Ben Roethlisberger. This offense sort of needs a spark to sort of needs to show something, because right now nothing's working. It feels like offensively, even in games that we've won outside of the Buffalo game, which was on All-Pro, it's been a struggle, I think, offensively, and really every other game since. So I think that's what we're going to do here, and we're going to move on to Dwayne Haskins. The way the draft class looks, I doubt there's going to be a quarterback that's better than what Dwayne Haskins would be at the end of this first year. So there's a good chance Dwayne Haskins is going to be our starter going into next season. I just think that's the way things could potentially line up. Roethlisberger, not happy about being benched. He's like, hey, I've been here so long. I think I should have a chance to play through it, but I just don't think he can play through it. I just think his ratings are just at a point where it's going to be tough to really run a competent offense with him. Haskins improves to a 65 overall. I think those accuracy ratings are still good enough that I think we could build something here. He's 24. I think we can do something with Dwayne Haskins. This offensive line, though, needs to help him out for sure, because the amount of pressure that just sort of gets let in right now is sort of insane. And part of me is like, man, this is sort of insane, but it's like, this offensive line's bad. So I'm not touching that offensive line, that pass blocking slider. That's staying right at 50. And we're just going to have to deal with it. We're going to have to build an offensive line that can hold up. Kevin Dotson, I think the one bright spot on this offensive line for sure. He's played well. But everyone else has sort of been whatever, I think, is the best way to put it. They're just sort of whatever. They're there. So we have some staff points here, and we're going to go with our last upgrade here for squared up, which is going to give some more hit power to our left and right ends. And I think after that, we're going to start focusing on our offensive things, because we need to get this offensive line in order, because it doesn't matter what we do with our defense. If our offensive line is just letting through pressure, you saw the way Poona Ford sort of just got through for the pressure on that safety on Haskins. I had no chance to do anything on that throw, on that play, just nothing. So we have to get that squared away. We have to get that improved for sure. So that is something that it's going to be a theme for this series, I think, moving forward. And I think a lot of this is sort of, to me, confirming that this was the right team choice. TJ Watt gets an upgrade. He's still out for 2 weeks. So we got to play the Browns with Myles Garrett. That's going to be awesome. Then we get Khalil Mack next week as well, as we take on the Bears after this Browns game. So this is going to be a lot of fun for me. I have not thrown my controller yet, so I think I deserve something for that. So either way, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I want to thank you guys for supporting the series. Be sure to hit like, be sure to hit subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Pittsburgh Steelers Franchise. Peace.